Okay, good evening everybody and welcome back to Press Play. I'm your host JJ48 and tonight we are continuing with Hogwarts Legacy. Last time we did some exploring of some of the areas outside. We saw that very interesting fortress with the uh, all the mythical beasts and the weird faceless robed ladies, statues all over. And then we came back to Hogwarts and explored some new areas and found this room of like storage. Wait, what? Oh, wait, that's right. That's the Medusa picture that turns you to stone for a little bit if you try looking at it. There's some cats there. Actually, considering that most of these are statues, not like other paintings and stuff, it makes me think if there's kind of a Medusa theme to this storage room. And I was noticing even above the door here, I mean, this lady doesn't have snakes in her hair, so it doesn't seem like an actual Medusa head. But just seeing a head and with like that kind of hair, even like kind of clumped together in thick strands like that, it's certainly very suggestive of a Medusa head, even if it's not actually one. But was this something? No, okay, we already opened that. Let's go and see if we can
Revelio.
go attend some classes. Peeves, the castle's primarily stone and brick. I don't think you might be able to burn a lot of the stuff in the castle. I don't think you could realistically burn the castle itself. I don't know, maybe there's some wooden supports and stuff that could burn, but not seeing a lot. So, okay, where are we going?
On to go.
I think that one up, one to go is directing us somewhere, but I don't remember where, so we'll probably get to it eventually. So let's see, we attend Beasts class. Would help us towards the next trial. Find Lodgok the Goblin. Let's go for some of our side stuff first. Okay, so we can get Wingardium Leviosa from Herbology. We can get Arresto Momentum from practicing flying. Okay. Or Defendo from potions. Okay, there's just some other stuff. When it becomes nightfall, we'll look for more demiguises so we can try to get some higher Alohomora levels. Let's do some flying. That seems like a fun way to start off. So Madame Kogawa wants me to practice flying on my broom near Keenbridge Tower along the water to the south of Hogwarts. She also wants me to fly around the spires in the mountains to the southwest. Okay, so let's go see. We are fortunately right here at the entrance. So, what was that? Oh, okay, it was the horn or something I think we've seen before. For some reason, it looked different when I was just seeing it from a different angle. Oh, wait, is it getting to nighttime right now? Oh, in that case, we should probably go look for some demiguises first, see if there's any around. Where would they likely be? I know there were some like up in the. I believe we saw some up like in the faculty area. Might be something like the astronomy tower. Let's see. Oh, we've already been in there. Okay. I'm honestly very surprised that we're not seeing... Oh, what was that? Honestly kind of surprised that we don't see more students in, like, the secret passages and... Excuse me. Places like that, considering... Yeah, I think that's exactly where, like, the students would want to get into. In general, the students here don't seem as inquisitive as one might think. Ah, is that one up there? No, that looks like a lock. Oh. Well, Professor, if you thought this was going to keep me out, I happen to have Alohomora now, so... Surprisingly mechanical for a wizarding lock.
Revelio.
Okay, doesn't look like there's anything else of interest here. I guess this is probably, if you didn't grab stuff the first time, you could be able to get in and get it now. So, okay, we're not following that at the moment. Let's see, where was faculty area? Yes, yes, thank you very much. Very, very convenient. I know some of the classrooms are over here, if it won't load and let me through.
Revelio.
Okay, there's a lock here. Is this...
It's not on your nose. Thought you'd want to know.
Okay, no, it's...
That youngun's now a teacher herself.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against Trill.
The gargoyle talking about a youngin, now a teacher herself. And then mentioned some plants, I guess, talking about Professor Garlic.
Revelio.
Hey, Professor, have you seen any little demiguise statues around? Hang on. I don't suppose you have a key to your office, do you?
Professor, what can you tell me about your work at the Ministry?
Your curiosity is understandable. Well, although I can't speak in any detail of my work, I can tell you certain interesting facts. Unspeakables work in the Ministry's Department of Mysteries.
Okay.
Dangerous work at times, as you've no doubt guessed.
Yes, Professor.
Now, you needn't concern yourself with my injury. I made peace long ago with the fact that a sprig of dittany, once plucked, will surely begin to wilt.
I'm not sure I directly see what that has to do with our conversation, mainly because I don't recall mentioning an injury. Maybe that was brought up in class and I missed it. That's a sensible way to look at things. Or, how have you dealt with the time you've lost? It's pretty sensible.
You do seem to have come to terms with things rather well.
It's a matter of perspective. Without saying more, perhaps whatever time I've lost was an exchange for time gained. And to dwell on such matters is a waste of the days ahead. At this point, no magic permits us to travel back in time. Perhaps one day. Yes, I can tell you that my years at the Ministry were well spent. And I'm as happy to be at Hogwarts now as I was to be in the Department of Mysteries years ago.
If I may, Professor, I am also happy that you're here at Hogwarts now.
Kind of you to say. Speaking of time, perhaps yours would be best spent honing your defensive wand work.
Yes, Professor.
Yeah, why talk to people when I can, do some more defensive spells that I've already learned? Wouldn't want to build friendships or anything like that while we're at school.
Revelio.
Okay, let's... I'm gonna see if I keep on going up, if eventually we can get to where demiguys would be. Okay, I'm not seeing too much above us that looks like it could be a demiguise statue.
Revelio.
Oh, there was that ding. I thought I remembered we'd established it came from somewhere.
Italian and a historian's uniform. It was brilliant solving those
Is it
old
from
treasure maps.
here? What's... That looks interesting. A little flat piece of blue over there, mainly because it looked a little bit different than other stuff we've seen.
Revelio.
Is it in here? Sounds like it's coming from in here. I thought we cleaned this place out, but must have missed something. Oh, is this a heavier lock than we could do? Yeah. Yep, okay, I can see it in there.
Revelio.
So you can see the invisible page, and there's... Okay, we need level 2 locks. So let's see if we can go get some more demiguises. And by some more, I mean any, since we haven't really gotten any since the ones we got when learning about them. Oh, sorry, Professor.
Still can't believe you found that old uniform.
Arthur, go to bed. You've been there for days, man.
Revelio.
Okay, is this... Ah, we can get in here.
Aloha Mora.
There it is. Okay.
Revelio.
So we've got this. Got some gold. Got a Dapper Mauve Ensemble. Letter. Dear Professor Shaw, thank you for your recent submission regarding celestial anomalies. It may be a perfect addition to an atlas I'm hoping to publish. I shall be in touch if I decide to include your submission or any of its related research in the publication. Best wishes, MPN Carneris. Okay. Don't know who that is. I don't think we've encountered like a teacher by that name, so I guess it's probably just a... unless it's somebody we've missed, I'm guessing it's just an associate of Professor Shaw.
Aloha Mora.
Interesting to have a level 1 lock within a level 1 lock. I mean, from an actual real-world perspective of locking things, I guess it makes sense. But from a video game perspective, it seems kind of odd since we've already shown we can get in here. Okay, some half-moon spectacles. Okay, it's a nice big fireplace here. So I guess, is that Professor Shaw's cat? And is this even Professor Shaw's room, or is this... I guess the letter was addressed to him, so I'm guessing it was his. A lot more astronomy than I might have thought, considering he's a charms professor. But then... that painting looks like it might be kind of Indian. And I don't know as much about that outfit, but it looks like that might be as well. So okay, it could be paintings from back home, and then just some astronomy equipment or astrology equipment. I guess he did have charts up in his classroom, but if this is Professor Shaw's room, it definitely indicates where his true interests lie.
Revelio.
Or is this... Because I think this is the astronomy tower, so maybe it actually belongs to the professor here. Okay, where?
Revelio.
Yeah, remove requirements. I don't think we've taken an astrology class yet, have we? Be very interested to hear what they teach here, and I do like the blueness of the room.
Revelio.
I'm from how he was talking up these demiguises, I was kind of expecting to see a lot more of them, like all over the place. Oh, we have a painting, one of the moth paintings. No thanks, Peeves. I'm in the middle of something right now.
Lumos.
Okay, that. Okay, so that looks like we've got a large window area with a telescope looking out, stone walls, some astronomy stuff. I'm guessing that's upstairs here. That's not quite it. Well, that is a nice view. Aha. Yep, here's... Oh, I see. Since when you want like practical astronomy, you'd come up here and you have all the telescopes laid out for everybody.
Revelio.
And here's a large one. Astronomy telescope. This telescope is the finest stargazing instrument of its kind, perfect for viewing the moon and the stars and anything else one might find in the night sky. So you have like your large one that people would take turns on, the smaller ones that everybody can use on their own, chalkboard for writing everything up, and then a moth that we can take back to its frame. But first I want to head down these stairs and see what's here. We can't carry any more Wiggenweld potions. That's good, in a way. Oh, I unlocked another spell row, didn't I? Okay, let's... Okay, I still want that on in every row if I can, just because that way, no matter where I am, if I see a page, I can pull it. And for now, we'll go ahead and do that. We might move stuff around and replace things with better spells at times, but I think that's, we have one of each, at least one of each type of spell, 2 purples, and we have a good mix of spells, so.
Incendio.
Yep. They don't need to worry about Peeves burning the school down. Apparently they need to worry about us burning the school down. Kind of makes me wonder why they hid some of these pages behind setting huge fires.
Descendo!
Oh, nope.
Protego! Lumos.
There we go. Sorry, little moth, was not trying to destroy you with spells. I'm just trying to light a light to get you back to your frame.
Protego!
Nope.
Lumos.
Keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, so it didn't turn out to be any demiguises up there. Let's... see, where have we seen demiguises? I know there were some in Hogsmeade. Ooh. Have we seen this before? It's kind of cool, little starry sky there. One of the classrooms we were in last week, a divination classroom. Yeah, I think there might have been one there, or one of the places we went. Let's go check there. Is this the way out? Nope, could have kept going down those stairs. Okay, because divination classroom is back over here. Okay, so why is it that one time when Sebastian and I came down here, we had to sneak past prefects to get into the library? Now there's just nobody. Like, it's like, okay, we caught Sebastian sneaking around one time, so now there's no sense in ever patrolling again, I guess. Is that going to be the same if we go to the faculty wing? Is there going to be, like, nobody on the lookout? Alright, let's see what's in here. Now we can talk to the professor. Sounds like. Although I don't see her. There she is.
Mine now, Demi, guys.
Yeah. Hey, Professor Onai.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do.
How did you come to teach divination? Or never mind.
I was wondering how you decided to teach divination.
Ah, the art of divination is an important yet often misunderstood branch of magic. Those of us who possess the sight are rare, and, as is often the case with the unique among us, we can frequently be misread, even feared. When I was granted the opportunity to teach others about my gift and the good it can do, I was most grateful.
I see. Natty told me that you and she moved here from Uganda, where she had attended Wagadu.
Yes, Natsai and I both loved Uganda and Wagadu, but we are happily settled here now. I had foreseen such a change, but did not know the details until it occurred. I was glad of the outcome. You would be wise to remember that the consequences of our actions are complex. And so, divining what is to come is not as simple as gazing into a crystal ball or studying the bottom of a teacup.
Well, see, that's very interesting because personally, I've always felt that, things are very much like a rather linear video game where we can, run around and do whatever we want for at least a time, but it kind of all pushes towards one end in the end. Um, but maybe that's just because I'm a player character and you're an NPC, so. I find it all fascinating, or it seems hard to believe. I mean, it is kind of. Divination does seem to be a little bit odd in the wizarding world, as she says, can be misunderstood. But it does seem that most divination is not very clear cut as to what it means. But at the same time, it's not like it's completely vague and can mean absolutely anything. It's more, hey, we're narrowing things down from, a million possibilities to 3 or something like that. But yeah, it's kind of fascinating.
I find it truly intriguing, even if I don't fully understand it.
Intriguing. That is one word for it. And I'm certain you will come to understand many things more deeply in the days ahead. You are a student at Hogwarts, after all. It cannot have escaped you that we in the Wizarding world are forever navigating the seemingly inexplicable.
Of course, Professor.
Now, I know that we both have places to be. Not because I have the sight, mind you, but because I am a professor and you are a student. I have enjoyed our conversation.
Yeah, thanks, Professor. Same here. Nope. Want to climb down. I hate whenever I'm doing, work on a roof or something, and then I get onto the ladder to climb down and accidentally find myself climbing up instead. Okay, let's see. We've got.
Revelio.
So that was one demiguise. I'm still thinking. Okay, come on. Open up. Thank you. I think somewhere over here is faculty wing. I still think that might be a good place to look for some. Okay, we already did you.
Revelio.
It is kind of interesting as we go through the game more and find more stuff how much we can cast Revelio without seeing things all over the place. Is that we can see from here? That goes exactly the opposite direction. Okay. Okay, so you're on the other side of this wall. That's not outside, is it? That's right under some windows. There was a little area over there on the outside. Didn't think I saw anything up there, but okay, I might have just blended in with the rocks a little bit. Oh. Hey, no need for you to wake up. I'll just help myself. Thank you. I should probably take those vines off. That's gonna do some damage to the stonework eventually.
Revelio.
Oh, isn't Mr. Moon the groundskeeper or something, or the caretakers? Not the groundskeeper, but the caretaker. Maybe he's not able to keep track of such things because of these demiguises is bothering him. Hey. Okay, come on, let's...
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Yep, thanks. Nice to see you, too. What's up here? I don't think we've been this way. So this is off the Great Hall. We have an owl post with a drawing of an owl above it. Interesting. Does this just oversee the hall? No, this is... Huh. It's like a window. I guess with all these windows open, maybe that would let in enough light that then this window would also let some light in to the room below. I'm not sure I've ever seen a setup like this. Oh. This is a wooden chest of drawers. From a distance, it kind of looked like one of those giant red standing toolboxes you see in a lot of garages. But that's... Maybe this is where Mr. Moon keeps all of his tools and stuff.
Incendio!
Okay, so we do have kind of a... Ooh. Can look out over the Great Hall. So up above is the ceiling enchanted to look like the outside. And down here are all the candles. And from here, like down below, it just looks like they're kind of haphazard. Here, I can't really make out what it is, but you can definitely see they're kind of, you know, in lines and things as they go up and down. And I wonder, are they all just kind of tied together but still rather random, or is there an actual design to it? I don't suppose I can get higher than this. Let's go down below, see if we can see any pattern to it. Yeah, I'm not seeing any immediately recognizable, like, geometric pattern or anything. Oh. Whoa, when did you all get here? Is it morning already? I wonder, the rising and falling, the way that they're lumped together, but that they, you know, have this rising and falling so that they flow up and down, almost makes me wonder if maybe this could be a contour. Like maybe somehow this is a map of the area around Hogwarts or something, or based on that.
Revelio.
Are there any locked doors in here? There certainly seem to be. Let's see. Ah.
Alohomora.
There we go. Oh, got that a little off. There we go.
Revelio.
Oh, there's a demiguise. We were just a little bit too late. Okay. Well, now we can be sure to forget that there's a demiguise just off the Great Hall here. So that'll be... Got a little bit too distracted. Oh well. Let's go do some flying practice. And then we'll see where we go from there. Yep.
It's you! Thank you again for finding my gobstones. I never could have done it myself.
Oh, you're welcome. Didn't look like you were really looking at people while speaking to them, but still appreciate the sentiment. Oh, I can fly from here, so... okay, practice flying near the spires or near Keenbridge. Where is... this doesn't look like it's near a bridge, so I'm guessing these are the spires that we're heading towards. I think the lake is down that way, so, okay. Oh, there's a... is that a landing platform? Have we landed on that one before? Okay, I'll try to get used to my broom controls again. Okay. Okay, there's some balloons set up. Let's see if oh. Not sure why it... not sure why it sometimes seems to have me suddenly dive like that. Although I hope I can find out, because if I can control that, that would be... whoop, that would be incredibly useful. Whoop. Okay, nope. Let's... I'm not trying to enter while mounted, I'm trying to turn around, because I missed a balloon.
There we go.
Okay, so let's... here's a Merlin trial. Oh, popping the balloons was the balloons at the spires here, so... let's see. Let's wait till we have some more spells before we do some more Merlin trials. And let's go see this... let's talk about Keenbridge. Oh! Okay, I know why we're diving, because we were up on the hills and then suddenly we're coming down and it has that maximum height thing that it can't let us... that it can't let us go too high above the ground. Okay. Okay, so not something we can really control that well. This little wrecked castle here. Guessing this is a goblin camp. Now,
These rocks have seen better days.
oh, nope, not that button. This button. Okay. Oh, I see some more balloons in the distance. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't think running through the speed boost is necessary. It seems like just hitting the balloons is sufficient.
That's it.
So, okay. Now let's go speak to Madame Kagawa. Is this...
Suppose it's worth a look.
Troll.
Okay, these are Ashwinders. I was gonna say, that doesn't look like goblins. But actually, when I saw them all walking around in that field, it looked like they were all, like, teams getting prepared for a sporting event or something. But they're just Ashwinders, so... Ooh, there's... I want to... Okay, there's something in the middle of that field there. But then there's these balloons here. Is this the beginning of the trail? Let's pop these balloons while we're at it. Okay. I like some of the trees changing colors down there. Looks really nice from the air. So speaking of bridges, I wonder if we can... Wait, what's that in the water? There's an enemy in the water. What's that? Oh, okay, it's a dug bug. Okay. Speaking of bridges, can we fly under this one? There we go. Let's just follow the water, see where it goes. Where's its source? I want to fly under this one too. There we go. Oh, turn around. Oh, I think that's going to be out of bounds, but man, it makes me want to be able to fly up there and see way up in the mountains where it goes. Oh well. Okay, looks like Professor Kagawa is in her not her classroom, her office. There we go.
Revelio. Wait, why is it not digging anymore? Huh. That's weird.
Welcome back. Have you finished your assignments?
I did. You don't happen to have a demiguise statue in here, do you? Okay. Dear Madam Kagawa, I'm writing to do with Professor Black's decision to cancel Quidditch. As you know, joining a professional Quidditch team is my utmost dream, and I believe chances will now be ruined, or at least significantly thwarted. Professor Weasley insists that we must defer to the headmaster, and she encouraged me to practice on my own. I have devised some challenging trials for myself, but it's not at all the same as practicing on the pitch. Nothing is. Please, could I ask that you speak to the headmaster or to Professor Weasley? I shall be miserable my whole life if I can't play Quidditch properly for this entire year. Thank you, Professor Imelda Reyes. Okay, that's... Imelda, of course, the one who's been doing the broom trials that we've been challenging. I believe that's Imelda. And so, I guess not being able to play Quidditch, that's why she's set up those trials and has been racing any challengers.
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say. And you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice Arresto Momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match. Precise, deliberate movements.
Okay. Rest momentum slows the motion of enemies and objects. The larger the target, the less effect the spell will have on it. Okay.
Very good.
Let's go ahead and
I recommend
place you for
practicing
now.
your new spell as much as possible. Perhaps before you leave here.
Okay.
Arresto momentum.
That's it. Keep it up.
Okay. Oh, we could talk to her.
Professor, do you have a moment?
Yes, what is it?
You mentioned the Toyohashi Quidditch team. So,
In class, I heard you mention the Toyohashi Quidditch team.
I did. The Toyohashi Tengu are from Japan. Dominant, known for their rigorous training. They practice near the Mahutokoro School of Magic, often battling both tempestuous seas and violent storms, in addition to each other. Tournament play is almost always easier for the Tengu than their training sessions.
I take it you're a fan.
Fan? I was being groomed to play on their team. And I would have been a Tengu, if not for a bit of bad luck.
oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We all need a bit of luck. Or surely skill could overcome bad luck. I mean, skill's important, but sometimes, chance falls in a way that, no amount of skill is going to overcome it.
I know that feeling. Some things are simply out of our control.
And some things are in it. I should have known better. I made my own luck. I was betrayed by someone I trusted. Myself. I did not see clearly, and I paid a dear price. My best friend Asuka and I were being groomed to play on the team together. I as keeper, and she as chaser. She was breathtaking. She once corkscrewed through 3 players and scored before they even turned their heads. But as trials for the Tengu got closer, she panicked. I did not realize the extent of her panic until it was too late. She wanted so desperately for both of us to play together that she had slipped Felix Felicis into our tea before we were to show them our skills.
That's awful. I'm not sure what that is. No, that's pretty bad. We do know Felix Felicis.
Liquid luck. That's illegal, isn't it?
It is indeed. I knew within minutes that something was different. I had never played so well. And Asuka was playing more beautifully than I had ever seen. When I confronted her afterwards, she admitted what she had done. I withdrew from consideration immediately.
But it wasn't your fault. You didn't know about the potion in the tea.
It does not matter. My flying that day was not my own. I could not live with myself. So, I withdrew and explained to them why. I burned my broom in disgrace.
What happened to Asuka? Did she burn her broom as well?
Asuka played for the Tengu for 2 seasons.
You didn't report her. Tell them what she'd done.
Her fate was not mine to decide. My fate is in my hands, as your fate is in yours.
Thank you, Professor. I shall remember what you've told me. Arresto momentum.
Well done. You are on your way to mastering Arresto momentum.
Okay. Interesting view there of the responsibility that she felt for that.
Revelio.
She felt responsible enough that she didn't want to benefit from that, and felt shame for having participated, even though it was unknowingly. But at the same time, didn't feel that she didn't feel that it was up to her to decide her friend's fate. Okay, there's that storage room. So, okay, where are we going now? Let's learn Wingardium Leviosa. Oh, I know where I wanted to go. We'll go to Wingardium Leviosa, but before that, on the now we have Arresto Momentum. I think I remember a puzzle we might be able to do that. I think this was a spell that we needed, but we'll see when we get there. So I've completed Professor Garlick's assignment. I should return to the herbology classroom. So, we've already completed her assignment. We just need to attend class, but before we do that, I think it's this way. This way or the other way? Yeah, I think it's this way, 'cause I think it's over the bridge. I'm looking for the clock tower. Yeah, oh, interesting. There's like a bridge down here. Oh, stop. And it's also connected up there. It's very interesting. Don't know. I was gonna say I don't know how defensible that is, but I guess if you could easily. If you could easily throw down any way on the inside to get from like the lower floors up to the upper floors, it would be nice to be able to get into the upper floors and harass enemies from up there, while they were kind of trapped in here. But then again, I think in general, Hogwarts is not designed as an overly defensible castle. It's far too many windows and openness. I think it's more of an aesthetic kind of. There are a lot of pumpkins here. Now I'm kind of curious. Does this have to do with? Because we saw pumpkins on our loading screen as well. Does this have to do with the like real world time, because it's starting to get August into September? Or is this in game because we've progressed to a point in the school year where it's getting towards the end of October or something?
Revelio.
I thought we already collected this page. The Well of Four Beasts. Some students believe that a wish made over the Well of Four Beasts, whether near the Thestral, Griffin, Chimera, or Hippogriff, will come true for one who has gained the trust of any of the four. Okay. I'm not sure that I've read this before because this confirms one of the beasts is a Chimera. So let's see, we've got Griffin, Hippogriff, Thestral. Oh, maybe that's Hippogriff. No, wait, is that a Hippogriff or is that the Chimera? I think that's the Hippogriff. It has a very birdish. Okay, so maybe this is the Chimera. Well, both of these look very Hippogriff-ish, but I was trying to look at the back because I believe a Chimera is traditionally supposed to have like a snake's tail, or a snake for a tail. Neither of these really have that, although this one has a tail that's kind of as thick as a snake, I guess. So maybe this is the Chimera. I don't know. Suffice to say, it seems to me that in here, chimeras and hippogriffs are remarkably similar. Granted, the Thestral, when it's in this position, also kind of looks rather hippogriff-ish. The Griffin has similar wings, but is probably the most distinct of the four. So, okay. In here. Yeah, look, we have this door that opens and closes. It starts to open at times. And I think that's related to the pendulum here. As it gets over this symbol, which is also on the door. So, see, yeah, it gets to the far point here, and then it starts to open. So I'm wondering if we arresto momentum this while it's over this symbol.
Arresto momentum.
It is. Haha. Okay. Definitely griffins, although wow, those are really thick tails for griffins. Almost makes me think that those might be chimera.
Revelio.
Okay, we got tower, whatever that's supposed to mean for our room of requirements. Okay, we can get into here now. Seriously, the students are in like an illicit dueling ring, but none of them have thought to be like, hey, let's unlock this locked door that's right here. You can't tell me that none of these students know Alohomora. Oh, nope.
Lumos.
There we go. Surprisingly dark in here. Keep an eye on things. Okay, I guess maybe this goes up to the bridge that links up to the main part of the classroom. Okay, and here's the symbols again. So there's definitely some significance to the pendulum swinging across these. I wonder if there's more to it than just that one door. Like, does each of these trigger something? Because I really want to make sure that no matter what level you're at, you can see where the pendulum is swinging. Okay, yeah, there is another door here. So what's this one? This one is Owl Face. Okay. So, there.
Arresto momentum.
Okay, is that close enough or is that too far off? Aha. Oh, Uh, okay, do I need to go out and come back in? Okay, there we go. Okay, we have a witch with a bunch of animals. Have, looks like a demiguise and a niffler and a bird on her shoulder. That looks like a dragon or something. But then up there... Oh, okay, that's one bird feeding like a worm to another bird or something up at the very top. Okay.
Revelio.
Okay, lots of Iron Maidens and stocks and other like torture and punishment equipment in this school. So I guess when Filch talked about like bringing back the tortures and wanting to like put kids in stocks and things like that wasn't just like his own personal fantasy. Like that was actually something that really happened at Hogwarts at one point. It seems. There we go. I think we're must be getting pretty close on these house tokens. Okay, what's on this door? Okay, we have the like two dragon horses heads facing each other. Okay, so it's that one. Nope, not that spell.
Arresto. Revelio.
Okay, square shape painting. Okay, handle for our wand. This one just has some seats in it, but from the way the seats are laid out with like tables next to them and stuff, it almost makes me think this wasn't how they were stored. Maybe some student found their way in here and arranged stuff as like a little sitting room or meeting place. Because this, while it doesn't look like it's been used for a while, this looks like it's arranged a bit more to be like it's in use, not like it's just a storage room. What about the... I don't see anything particularly symbolish about the rug. But, okay. So there's probably one more level of rooms that we need to stop things. Are we messing up the clock for everybody by stopping this giant pendulum? Okay, so this is that symbol. Like sideways yoga person. Oh, it's nightfall again. Okay, we'll need to head to the Great Hall after this. Oh, that's the top one of the towers. I just saw the structure at the top and was wondering, okay, can we freeze this in place from here, or are we going to have to run downstairs? Nope.
Revelio.
Okay, there is one of the big chests in there, so we'll want to disguise ourselves before we go in.
Arresto momentum.
Okay. I think maybe we need to go downstairs, then run up here. Oh, this isn't one of the eyeball chests. Okay, we completed solving a Hogwarts secret. got an unidentified head item. Which I will assume that we will be able to wear even though we are neither head boy nor head girl. Okay. Oh, these doors just stay open now? Once we get inside, there's no... They don't relock? Okay. Seeing the giant clockwork mechanism. That cog's not spinning, or is it just spinning very slowly? I guess that could be something like, you know, it's doesn't move until it triggers, like maybe that's, you know, part of the ringing at the top of the hour or something like that. The stairwell's not like incredibly ornate or anything, but still, like the handrails and everything, it seems a little decorative for, you know, these passages being essentially just like a maintenance area from the looks of it. Looks like we still get some we still have some people, we still have some storage up here.
Revelio.
Okay, there's a chest up there. There's a something there. Is that a... Cast fire on that?
Incendio. Confringo.
Aha, we do.
Accio.
Aha! Okay. That works. Alright. Okay, I think we've seen a couple more of those in places, so we know what to do with them now. A mauve beret.
Revelio.
Nothing. Nothing over here. Clock mechanics. While the moving gears of the clock tower's inner mechanics serve as a deterrent to many, others find the privacy offered by the cogs and wheels appealing. Yeah, I guess for some people this might seem rather dangerous. Like, you know, these things would certainly damage a person if they got caught in there. But on the other hand, you know, if you're walking around here, staying on the paths and being careful that your robes don't get blown into it, then, you know, I could see where this could be rather relaxing. Okay, so this was... Oh. Okay, there's two halls. An upper hall and a lower hall that go over there.
Alohomora.
Okay, prefect vest uniform. Let's check out this hallway first. We have a bunch of paintings. Oh. Okay. Okay, it's still a painting just in a deeper frame. At first when I saw like the frame sticking out, I was wondering if this whole thing was kind of a... I'm not even sure what you'd call it, but it seemed like, you know, the whole thing would be kind of carved in instead of painted on. But no, that's definitely painted. It's all like chipped and everything from like that old paint gets. I guess that's probably not something that's exclusive to old paint. I think that's just like oil painting and stuff in general tends to get that way. Okay, I have a doorway here.
Revelio.
Boris the Bewildered. statue of a lost-looking wizard known as Boris the Bewildered has perplexed students for ages. Is he coming or going? Is he at the beginning of a journey or the end? Perhaps we shall never know. Yeah, when I look at that, my first thought is, like, where is he on his journey? Not like, hey, what's he look kind of scared of or uncertain about? Oh. Come on. Gotcha. Okay, and this... So, of course, right after we get rid of Wingardium Leviosa, we need it.
Levioso!
Or, not Wingardium Leviosa, but Levioso. Okay, so there's stairs down. There's also stairs up. What's down? Are we in the faculty area now? Maybe? Did we see that statue? Is this the faculty area? Jewel-encrusted tortoise shell. Many assume this to be the shell of a fire crab native to Fiji. However, those in the know swear it's a bejeweled tortoise shell created by a mad wizard near Versailles. When his chateau was overrun by nifflers, the dazzling shell was carried off to be discovered years later by a Hogwarts professor on holiday in the Ardennes. And never tried to return it or anything. Just like, well, ours now. Even though we know exactly who used to own it. Okay. Guess we are in Britain, so in the 19th century, so shouldn't be too surprised, I guess. I know, that's Professor Shaw's room. It's gotta be.
Revelio.
I think maybe we should go over to the Great Hall real quick while it's nighttime. And because I want to get over there quick, we'll go ahead and warp over there. And then, where are we? We're if we go back to the clock tower, we'll find our way. So, okay, or we can just go faculty tower. We're not too far from there. But Great Hall. Let's.
Mine now, Demi guys.
Okay. So now we can go back to faculty tower. Which, again, seems like there's a lot fewer people concerned about us sneaking around now that we're...
Clever? How offensive. Next. Fine, a genius. Happy
Possibly.
now? But I'll allow your limp vocabulary. This disillusionment charm is superb. I'm stealthy as a demiguise. I'm Ow!
What in
Where
Merlin?
are you going?
What a stupid
You
thing
don't
to
kill-
do!
It's not stupid.
It's the
How dare-
most stupid thing anyone has ever done.
Well, if you'd look where you're going instead of barging about.
Okay.
What,
Well...
What are you doing? No,
I'm just trying to... Invisibless. No, that's not it.
Stop it! You'll make it... Success! You're right! It's superb! You blithering moonmind, that's my essay for sharp!
Abandoned potions of the Middle Ages as compared to the Black Plague.
No, the one on invisibility.
Oh, well, I'll use you well on that one then.
Blasted charm.
Okay, so this kid was working on disillusionment and ended up uh, getting his essay turned invisible. Okay.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
Yeah, here's some.
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. Bring me a few more moons and I'll show you how to improve casting Alohomora.
Okay. Any idea where I should look?
Where should I look for more demiguise statues and moons?
All of my usual haunts, which incidentally have now become quite haunting. Here in the castle, in Hogsmeade, and believe it or not, in some of the surrounding hamlets. Oh, my tormentor is nothing if not thorough. Kept me from all my usual engagements for an eternity now.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye out for more demiguise statues and see if I can bring you more moons.
You are to be commended for your bravery and valor, especially since they can only be collected at night.
Yeah, unfortunately. So you know that they're in
Revelio.
all your usual haunts, but you won't tell us where those haunts are except in the vaguest of terms. Like, ding somewhere. Is that outside? Upstairs? Somewhere. It doesn't seem to be in this room.
Revelio.
Okay, need a better lock for that. Or need a better Alohomora. Nothing over here. Okay, here's where it works. There's Professor Shaw's room. Here's... Okay, one of these doors. So... I think that's 8. Okay, so I think that's 0. Because 8 and 5, 13. So we're looking for... What is this?
Lumos.
Okay, owl thingy. I think that's it. Maybe that's a demiguise, actually. Okay, and then 3, 14. That's 5, so we're looking for 9. Okay, so we're looking for Big Hydra. Okay, Little Hydra. Big Hydra.
Lumos.
Yeah.
Revelio.
Okay. Well, I was going to say who put stained glass in a storage way, but I guess the stained glass isn't for the storage way, it's for the exterior there, and the storage way just happens to be behind it. That would be a good warning to make sure, like if you were trying to sneak around in here, that people outside might see shadows moving around. Okay, cerulean rivet gloves. Okay. Presumably because they have rivets like on the gauntlet or something. Okay, let's...
Alohomora.
Did miss breakfast. We should have a handful of gummy beans, or jelly beans. Hey. Just something about this bust with that top hat on it seems very Willy Wonka, especially if we were to just like cut the bust in half. But okay, so, like the umbrella pattern there, kind of cool. So this one seems a bit more British, or got like a Scottish tartan on it. This one seems very non-British. Uh, yeah, definitely Slytherin. I think we already knew he was Slytherin from like his robes or something had stuff, but okay. So yeah, this seems more like it. It's just very much all about fun and whimsy, and look, you've got like pictures hung upside down, presumably just for the fun of it. Enjoys just got some pride in his house, but also just seems to really enjoy fun stuff. Oh, all the white pieces just ran away. Were they afraid that we're going to play or something? Oh, now the black pieces are running away. Interesting. Okay, so the pieces ran away because the white lost the game there. This is, I believe that's a fool's mate, where black can checkmate white in as few turns as possible. Really requires white to cooperate. But queen moves there, and king's in check, and there's literally nothing he can do to get out of it. The fact that it keeps on doing it and resetting makes me think this is part of Professor's, like, just finds it funny doing that again and again or something. Well, pot of gold? Can't take any of it.
Revelio.
Okay, not seeing a demiguise in here, but some brown leather gloves. Ooh, can I eat a candy skull? No, because those aren't for eating. And oh, little Quidditch, little miniature Quidditch stadium with little players flying around. That's kind of cool. I wonder if witches and wizards, if you had like a way to magically control them, like one person take one team and the other person take another team, you'd basically have like a wizarding version of a video game or something. That'd be kind of fun. Okay, lots of games. He definitely likes his games. Couches, and a lot of couches. Like I could expect a chair or two, so you have some place to sit down besides just the bed. But like, he's got in his actual bedroom, he's got his bed, he's got a couch, he's got a chair, and then in the sitting room area, he's got another chair, another couch. I guess with all these games, maybe he likes to invite other professors over, or maybe even some of the students to just have a fun evening occasionally. Alright, let's keep going up, see if we can find our way back to... Okay, yeah, there's the tortoise shell.
Revelio.
Okay, so this was, we had come down this way, I believe, from this landing up here. Okay, before we go through this door, let's check upstairs. Man, this is a really loud dinging. Aha.
Can't imagine how inconvenient
Yes, thank you.
was before I invented flu powder.
Unicorn Fountain. The majestic Unicorn Fountain gives an air of serenity and calm to the hospital wing at Hogwarts. Okay, so this is the hospital wing. Okay, and this is the upper walkway over to the clock tower. Okay, so clock tower, convenient place to bring hospital patients, I guess. Okay, got some like rather traditional looking carving. And then what have we got up here? We have like a staff. Is that a staff or is that like a torch? Or something. And then there's something winged above it. Seem to have like some viney looking things. And some rays coming down with like stars. I wonder, is that a symbol for the hospital wing? Is that kind of similar to like in the non-wizarding world, seeing like a well, it's like Staff of Hermes or something that was used as kind of a symbol for hospitals for a while, but before the Red Cross took over and people realized like, oh yeah, that's a much simpler design to go with.
Revelio.
I guess I'm not sure when a Red Cross or any kind of cross really became a symbol for hospitals. I don't even know if that would have been a thing at this time, even in the Muggle world, much less in the Wizarding world. Okay. Hello, just checking out the hospital wing, grabbing a nice verdant hat while I'm here. Wait, what's that? What happened to my camera? There was something on the side here I wanted to... Oh. Is that like a Ravenclaw box or something? Just seeing the blue, and then there's this... golden bird on the side.
Revelio.
Okay, I'm sure we'll have a note about the hospital wing. The question is where. Sounds like it's from around here.
Revelio.
Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Hospital Wing. Attending healer, Nurse Noreen Bailey. Patient name, redacted by order of Professor Black. Age, redacted by order of Professor Black. Notes. The patient was injured during a Quidditch match, though in my professional opinion, a redacted by order of Professor Black hardly counts as an injury. In fact, if anyone was injured, it was me, as I do not believe I've ever rolled my eyes quite so hard in my life. It is a wonder I can even see to write this note. Rather unbelievably, or indeed despicably, the headmaster now wants to cancel Quidditch all because a pure-blood, redacted by order of Professor Black, went and, redacted by order of Professor Black, before the snitch was even in sight. When I pressed the headmaster slightly, I was told, redacted by order of Professor Black. Staggering. Okay. So something happened to somebody, and that's why Professor Black decided to start canceling Quidditch. I wonder if the person injured was in fact Professor Black. I get the feeling that was the implication, judging by how any personal details about the injured person have been redacted, as well as the precise nature of the injury.
Revelio.
Okay, where... Is there anything else above us or below us, maybe? And there is a room below us, but
I've been sending out to my mother, pleading with her to send my favorite
wait, what?
She put a bow truckle under my bed, and I know it was her. She's looking for trouble, that one. Looking for
I assume you're no longer talking about his mother.
Martin snores like a mountain troll.
Yeah.
Well, I woke up to one, wriggling its foul little tongue up my nose, it was.
A bow truckle, presumably not a mountain troll. Or a niffler, maybe? I'm trying to think of what... Bow truckles I wouldn't think would have a tongue, nor would have much interest in your nose. Okay, I'm going to assume that dinging must be below us, because I don't see it here. Okay, then that door's closed. Kind of surprised not to see a thing for the hospital wing in general. But, okay. Well, so let's go downstairs and find the herbology classroom. Didn't encounter as many demiguys as I was hoping in this wing, although we did get to see some interesting rooms and whatnot, but maybe next night we'll go to Hogsmeade. Might find some more over there. I guess if on one hand I do think it would be far more helpful if Mr. Moon were to tell us, more about his haunts. On the other hand, he's the one who's really bothered by these things, so if he'd prefer to keep his secrets rather than help us.
What? Don't be silly. It'll wear off in a few hours, I think.
Oh.
It didn't before. That other boy was like it for a week.
A week? I don't feel well.
Oh, stop fretting. We'll have you with Nurse Blaney in no time.
Yeah, the hospital wing's right upstairs.
What is it?
I have an essay I need to finish for bins. 2 inches.
Merlins, I haven't done mine either.
What? Don't leave me here.
Did you memorize the dates of magical discoveries and goblin rebellions? Not yet. No.
Yeah, can we do this?
Descender.
No.
Fine, I'll check on it tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Can you
Benny
explain
explain.
why I have received a letter from a model claiming to be the mother of
Oh.
Not associate with this friend anymore. And if I hear from this woman again, I will see to it myself that you don't.
Oh, somebody got a howler just for being friends with a Muggleborn. That's rather rude. Oh. Okay. So I guess the other students are still having little adventures and stuff. They're just nowhere near as inquisitive and explorative as we are. Although, I guess given some of the spells they're trying out, some of them are still at least a little bit adventurous.
You should hear Shah talking about divination.
Although, seeing that one room as being Professor Shaw's does make me wonder, then the other room where we found the letter to Professor Shaw, maybe that is the divination professor and she just hadn't sent that back to him or something. In which case we intercepted the letter before she had the chance. Kind of nice to see everybody getting along from different classes.
How wonderful to see you again.
Oh, was that our 5 minutes of class time? Awesome. Anything else I can... Yeah, froze that box. So, hello, Professor.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it.
Also have to be extremely deliberate about how you say it.
You should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Which I'm sure will come in quite handy. Okay. Interesting. This one can levitate and move objects. Control its position and your move with your movement. And use FV, QE. Okay.
Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you.
Okay. So interesting. This is a blue spell. So this isn't really a spell we would use in combat. This is a spell we would use for solving puzzles. I still want to keep 4 as that. We don't really seem to be using Reparo all that much. Actually, we can use Reparo down here. I guess we're probably not going to be on this spell bar many areas where we might need Accio, so we can have Reparo be our utility spell down there. That we can keep that. Okay. So.
Wingardium Leviosa. You're a natural.
Okay, so if we move around, it moves around with us. Okay, even changes facing. And then, okay, we can lift it up and down with the mouse. Okay, we can push it farther away and closer to us. And we can spin it around if we need to. Okay. Okay. Good.
Professor Garlic, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
What made you want to teach herbology? Man, we are really curious about what all of our teachers got into their chosen fields.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
That's awful, or that's almost comical. Is there a way I can choose both? Because that is terrible, but it is also quite funny. we don't want to offend her, I guess.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and... Well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
Ah. Well, I'm glad things worked out as they did. I guess I'd prefer to have a professor that is not actively attacking the plants and the plants are not responding in kind, so...
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
Of course. Thank you, Professor. Okay, how many of these boxes did you lay out? Like, I only, like, one or two would have been just fine for learning how to manipulate things. You didn't need to lay out all of them. Well, I wonder, can we, like, stack them up?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay, let's see. Hey, what is this? Oh, Wiggenweld potion. Okay. Hey! Oh, there's things underneath the boxes. Oh, let's see if how many potions we can find then. Nope, that one doesn't have any. No.
Revelio.
There's a chest down there. Where is that?
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
No, it's still down from here. Ah, good, there is a way down. Is this just glass or is this underwater? Or is there...
Revelio.
You can see the trunk of a tree here. It looks like the ground, but it also looks like there's bubbles and water. How is this? Oh. Okay, so this is like a... was it like cypress trees that do this, that grow in water and grow like not in extremely deep water, but still, you know, bit not just, you know, barely covering the ground. And
Revelio.
Oh. How have we missed this? Greenhouse tree, situated at the center of a Hogwarts greenhouse. This giant tree has a system of roots as deep-reaching and convoluted as the school's dungeons. I wonder if this could have been set up deliberately, planted like this, to be able to, like, see its root system or the underwater trunk and stuff. So that's... what's that? V.
Revelio.
Why is there a V on the wall? Yeah, well... those roots probably are not in a good spot. Okay, so yeah, we can see... I guess this particular tree grows like one giant root and then all these other little roots off of it, or is that... or is this like a pillar of dirt in the middle that the tree is growing through with the water on the outside? That doesn't seem very stable, but it would allow for a tree that needs dirt to grow like this, I guess. And I mean, with magic, we've seen plenty of times that regular rules of what's... Nope, don't want to go swimming there. Regular rules of what's stable architecture and what's not don't necessarily apply.
Revelio.
I wanted to see, what's this blue thing down here? Nope, I think maybe this room? Yeah, I think it's in here. Ooh. Heard a ding. Let's see if we can find that first, and we'll... Dirigible plums, though. This orange radish-like fruit floats upside down as it grows. Some people believe it can enhance one's ability to accept the extraordinary. I wonder if that's what makes the love goods so so interested in all these weird ideas and stuff. So maybe cause they have dirigible plums growing in at their house. Maybe they eat them a bit much. All right, an outfit item. Might need to go up to the room of requirements to get things identified before. Hey, that was that room that we went in. Oh, this is the way to the old... Okay. Yeah, this is the old herbology corridor where we found like the really giant venomous tentacular leaf to give to the kid to say that, like, so you could tell everybody that he had been into the corridor. Okay. Oh. Yeah, go away. Ow, stop hitting me. So there's this place just crawling with like devil's snare and venomous tentac. Someone really needs to come through with the good incendio spell and just kind of clear this place out.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Okay, let's see what... I guess we are looking for our next task. What are we doing? Okay, Professor Garlic wants me to field test Chinese chomping cabbages, a mandrake, and a venomous tentacula all at once. She also wants me to grow and harvest a fluxweed plant. Should I need any seeds or plants, I could visit the magic neep or dogweed and deathcap. My field guide will not guide me through this assignment, but my maps could still prove useful. So we'll need to grow and harvest fluxweed. That should be easy. I think we already have some growing. And acquire all 3 combat plants and use them simultaneously. Okay, so we'll have to... That's another thing we're going to have to get into some combat with, along with Professor Sharp's assignment. Okay, maybe let's work on advancing our main quest a little bit, then we can do this after maybe... Actually, our next trial is probably going to have some combat, so that might be a good chance to do some of these. So, okay, let's head out to Beast class. Need to attend Beast class taught by Professor Howen.
Revelio.
Okay, so let's see what Beasts class is all about. I guess if we're just calling it Beasts class, we're not calling it Care of Magical Creatures. Maybe that's more of a modern term for it. Can't help but feel like this guy seems rather out of place here. I think it's partially like the gold statue versus being... most of the others are stone. So, I wonder, can we light his lantern?
Confringo. Incendio.
No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so we're gonna... Okay, so that's this hut up here is where we're headed. I don't think this is the one that'll eventually become Hagrid's hut. I think his is further down the hill a little bit. Or like the spot of Hagrid's hut. But it does look actually kind of similar in style to how Hagrid built his. Yeah, I guess I don't know that Hagrid built his, but yeah, it looks very similar in style actually. But I'm assuming that like Hagrid being half giant, being larger than everyone else, probably built his house a little bit larger than what other people might have been comfortable with.
Revelio.
And we need a level 2 lock to get in here, so I'm just guessing all the doors are level 2 locks. Okay, what's that flying around up there? Ah.
Accio.
Hey, we got, I think, all the pages from Hogwarts. Okay. So we still have some from, like, Hogsmeade, I think, but... Okay, oh, seeing some...
Revelio.
Dear Recalls. Oh, okay. Dear Recall male, Dear Recall female. A heart with a paw print and a knife and fork. Okay, young Dear Recall male before he gets all its colorful plumage. Is the knife and fork saying that they need feeding, or is it saying that they're good for eating? Maybe if we attend class, we'll find out. Oh, you guys could have let me know class was starting, not just leave me sitting there. Okay, okay, begin.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now,
Oh.
it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Oh! Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
Okay, puffskis, those are the ones that have the tongues they mentioned.
You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
Okay. Beast petting brush is used to nurture magical beasts. Tap T and then hover over the beast petting brush. Hold click and drag it to your spell. Oh, okay. So we need to have this be a spell. Okay. Well, we're not doing a lot in our room of requirements at the moment, so we can use this for now.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
Okay, so beast feed also counts as like a spell almost. Okay. Okay, so yeah, at the top, his the heart symbol turned green, so that means he's been like cared for. And so then, okay, the other one is he's hungry. So we'll give him
what
some.
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think.
I mean, they look like tater tots.
I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Okay.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
This is gonna end well.
What are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone.
Her name is Persephone.
Looks more like a feline than a rodent.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on.
I know how to.
Feed and brush the Neasels, just as you did with Gerald.
I know how to duel people until they explode if they're poachers. I mean, just saying. Can we go in? Hey, we can. We can't seem to like pick them up or pet them, but okay, let's make sure that we have a brush selected and not like Incendio or something.
The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
I kind of get the feeling.
Our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
These things have very bushy ends of their tails. I kind of get the feeling that take to anybody who feeds them and doesn't pull on their whiskers. Yeah, to be perfectly honest. Hello, Professor.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
I enjoyed it. Yeah, got to learn a couple new spells of moving a brush back and forth and floating some food around, so.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I
brought
prepare
numerous
some
to justice
assignments
myself.
designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Okay.
I need to talk to you. Come here.
Oh. What?
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise.
Oh, thank you.
At least that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
It's not a giant spider, is it? Because I really don't want to be brushing and feeding one of those. Sounds intriguing, or should I be worried? Yeah, should I be worried?
I'm not sure. What's this all about?
You'll see. I promise you have nothing to fear.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of
Take just anyone there.
assume and hope that.
You're the first.
Really? Well, thank you. I think.
Assuming it's
said,
not a trap.
We think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
She already said we're going to the forest. It's not like that's right around the corner.
Don't worry, we're nearly there.
Are
It's
we?
just ahead.
This is nowhere near the... Or maybe you're calling this the forest, just not the Forbidden Forest.
Stand back.
Oh yeah, when we saw these things flying over before, towards the beginning on our way to Hogsmeade,
Please meet Highwing.
people were saying, "Oh,
Isn't he
Poppy's
just magnificent?
probably already named them all."
Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
It's like a good firm handshake, or like a curtsy, or a bow. Is that kind of a bow? Okay.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
What? So you use that kind of a brush on a bird? I guess they're not fully bird, but like the feathery bits, I would think that a brush would be... I don't know. I've never actually cared for a bird, so I don't know if you do brush them like that or anything. Here, have some tater tots. Oh. Well, shows what she thinks of me, I guess.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
Oh, she was brilliant. She made me nervous. I'm assuming this is brilliant in the British sense of just like the situation was cool or something, not that she was brilliant intelligence-wise, because I'm not saying she's not, but just our interaction hasn't really given us any grounds to judge that.
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I
Yeah.
worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howen mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howen, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
Okay, so are we actually going to find out why there's so many poachers? Because that has been something we've seen poachers quite a bit throughout the game so far. But yeah, we don't know anything about, like, I figured it was just a general, hey, we're here, and who are you going to find in a forest with magical animals who could be enemies? I guess poachers. But making it sound like they're a bit more organized. They have an actual goal. That sounds interesting. That sounds suspicious. That hardly sounds incriminating. I don't think we want to downplay what the poachers have been doing, especially considering how many we've taken out. That might reflect poorly on us.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on. What they're doing.
Right, and that sounds like anybody who, attacked them and took them out would be perfectly justified in doing so and shouldn't face legal repercussions at all. It would be good to investigate, or I wouldn't. Poachers are dangerous. Well, I don't know that Poppy should, because I don't know how much fighting training she's doing, but at the same time, I totally would. In fact, we've been doing it for a while, so yeah, it'd be good to investigate. Hopefully, well, we don't know how well she is at fighting or dueling, but she has been attending this school a lot longer than we have, so she's hopefully learned at least as much as we have, even if she hasn't practiced it as much.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
Practical practice.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
I'm trying to remember, was Poppy one of the ones that we met in Hufflepuff common room on our first day? Because she introduced herself to us as if she didn't know us, so maybe she wasn't. But I thought I remembered hearing that name before. Like, again, I know we've heard it when people were talking about the hippogriffs flying out of the Forbidden Forest, but like I thought I remembered hearing it, hearing her introduce herself. So, okay, where are we headed to next? Okay, find Lodgok the Goblin. So we want to speak to Sirona in the Three Broomsticks. Need to travel to Hogsmeade. I should be able to find Sirona inside the Three Broomsticks. Okay, and maybe it'll be getting on towards nighttime, and we'll be able to find some the demiguises while we're there. Yep, that's... I'm trying to think where Professor Howens would be from. She has a bit of an accent. I'm not sure the name Howen really helps me much in placing it.
Revelio.
Oh, we have lots of locked doors here. Level 2 locks. Level 2. I think we checked all these before, didn't we? They're like all level 2 locks.
A demiguise.
Oh, there's a demiguise in there? Oh. Apparently there's a demiguise in one of these, but we can't get at it until we learn level 2 locks, which in order to learn that we need to find some more demiguises. So, level 3 locks. People in Hogsmeade are much more interested in keeping their valuables safe than people at Hogwarts. Ooh.
Revelio.
Hogshead. So this is the other... Oh, is it inside? This is the other bar in Hogsmeade. I think the Three Broomsticks is the one everybody tends to go to. The Hogshead. Oh.
Revelio.
I think Hogshead is the one that tends to have a little bit of a less savory reputation. Mounted Hogshead. This mounted hogshead rolls its eyes and snuffles its nose as it oversees the seedy atmosphere and decidedly interesting clientele of the hogshead. Okay, no, that's not the way. Oh, there's a demiguise in here. Okay.
Revelio.
Try to remember there's a demiguise in the hogshead when nightfall comes. Oh, they have like one of those bottle glass windows made from... Don't know that it's actually made from bottles, but where they make these circles like they make the bottoms of bottles.
Revelio.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I think there was some stuff upstairs at the Three Broomsticks as well, so that'll be...
Hello there. Nice to see you.
There's somebody over there. Okay. I'll speak to you first.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Serona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day?
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
Oh, glad to hear it. How can you trust a goblin? Oh, I'm glad to hear it. We've met some decent goblins. You know, the goblin at Gringotts, the initial one who helped us, seemed friendly enough and even tried to prevent Ranrock from doing stuff, although that seemed more because it was just against the rules rather than because it was, like, thought it was wrong or something. But there was also the goblin who, the goblin painter, I think, who we helped get his art supplies back, and he seemed pretty friendly, seemed to get along pretty well, so yeah, I can well believe that there are some decent goblins out there.
It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now?
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But He recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader.
I was just over there.
That we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Okay. Well, I'm certainly not looking for information to help Ranrock, so... what have you heard about Ranrock and Rookwood?
Have you heard what Ranrock and Rookwood are working on together?
Not much more than the fact that they seem to have some sort of uneasy alliance. Friendship between wizards and goblins is rare enough, but between those two, they each want something the other has. I can guarantee it. That said, I fear they're like a two-headed serpent. Both will need to be taken down to stop whatever scheme they've been plotting.
Okay. Are you worried about Rookwood?
You seemed unfazed by Rookwood and Harlow the other day. They don't scare you.
They're bullies. Plain and simple. Never tolerated them in my own life, and certainly won't tolerate them going after my friends. Don't misunderstand me. They're dangerous wizards and shouldn't be trifled with. They should, however, be confronted and reminded, whenever possible, that the rest of us have each other's backs.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Serona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
Okay. Clementine Willardsey, what are...
Pardon me, but were you saying something?
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine Willardsey. Charmed.
Didn't hear her say anything.
I was musing on the precious butterflies I see near the edge of the forest. Whenever I come near, they fly off into it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly were forbidden from entering the forest. Told horrible stories about it, and I've had an irrationally intense fear of it ever since. It's silly, but I'm insatiably curious as to where the butterflies go in the forest. You couldn't possibly find out, could you?
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay. So when you were at Hogwarts, students were absolutely forbidden to enter the forest. So when did they actually put in the Flu network connections directly into the forest? Because that definitely seems like a complete 180 in policy. What did you hear about the forest?
What were the horrible stories you were told about the Forbidden Forest?
Oh, goodness, everything from students being mysteriously beheaded
True.
to terrifying spider dens.
Also true.
Trust me, you hear that at 11 years old, it sticks with you.
Yeah, whereas now at 15, I'm pretty much jaded and just really couldn't care less. So, yeah, I'll think about it.
Very well. If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
Oh, how kind. Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon.
Okay. Okay, so now we do
Don't
get to
forget,
actually follow the butterflies.
always seem to be on the fringes
Revelio.
of the Forbidden Forest. Good luck.
Okay, I think... Can hardly make out what's being said. It has very echoey sound. Very much of a chatter in a bar that you can hear there's chatter going on, but can't really make it out, sort. Alright. Hopefully the Alohomora... I'm pretty sure we encountered an Alohomora lockup here. Hopefully it was level 1. Where was it? Was it this landing?
Revelio.
It does look like there's a lock back there. Oh, but... No, that heads outside. Man, that's bright. Okay. Yeah, there's our lock upstairs. And here, talk about Ollivanders, being able to find perfect ones for everybody. Ah, there we go.
Aloha Mora. Lumos.
Is this a mail slot on the door? Huh. So I guess is this... Oh, okay, there's another... Hey! Interesting, we can see the shadow of the page here. There's demiguise up here.
Revelio.
As well. 3 Broomsticks Private Room. The 3 Broomsticks Private Room is a secluded space off the main room of the pub. Hogwarts professors appreciate having a separate area in which to gather to avoid encountering students. Perhaps unsurprisingly, the students appreciate their professors having a separate area as well. Okay, so this is like a little private get-together room. Okay, which doesn't explain the mail slot. Maybe this used to be like apartments or something. And when this was apartments, they needed a mail slot there. Oh no, our gear slots are full. Okay, well, fortunately, we are right here in Hogsmeade, so we haven't identified stuff, but let's go sell some things. First, let's see if any of our stuff is better. We can at least sell the stuff that it's already identified. Which is a fair bit. Okay. Okay, we can move faster through here. Okay, I thought we were stuck on slow walking speed. That'll make it a little bit less tedious to get back up to. Oh, can also see if we can buy any more of the stuff here.
Just let me know if there's something in particular you're looking for.
Yes, sir, Mr. Brown. Let's see. Oh, definitely gonna want to buy some more spellcrafts. I think we're gonna want chopping station.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
I think I've got as many potions and potting tables as I need, but we'll get this beast stuff, so let's see. Unlocks the ability to conjure a beast toy box. Use the toy box to pick out your beast's favorite toys for them to play with. I'm guessing now that we've had a beast's class, if we can't do stuff with the beasts yet, I'm assuming we will be before too long, since we've been introduced to caring for them. Beast feeder. Place one to make sure the beasts are kept fed.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
Okay, and here, have some clothing that I'm sure you'll be able to sell very well in your spellcraft shop. Oh, I don't want to sell the ones that we haven't found yet, because they could be really good. Who knows?
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
All right, thank you, sir. Whoop. I just shoved my way through some people. Sorry. Yep, there's the 3 broomsticks.
I have a terrible curse where I can't.
haven't even left Hogsmeade yet. How long do you think it takes to get to the Forbidden Forest from here?
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Okay, so there's demiguise here. There's one in the Hogshead. Yeah, there's definitely a few demiguises throughout Hogsmeade. So, okay. So I kind of missed, what did we even pick up? Oh, we got some black fingerless gloves. Maybe when we close out for the night, we'll can mix up our look while we're at it. I was just upstairs. I didn't even leave the building that time. Okay, so we're looking for Hogshead.
You too, Amit.
Oh. Oh, hello, Amit. Sorry, didn't hardly even see you there. Was not expecting to see people I actually knew rather than just nameless NPCs. No offense. Okay, so let's. Here's where. Looking for Lodgok, known to frequent the Hogshead Inn. So let's look for him in here.
Stop by Arm's cart later, now that he's back in business and all.
Oh, hello, sir.
Hello, Lodgok. Serona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
Yes.
And I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to, so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Serona trusts me. Or perhaps I misjudged you. No, Serona trusts me. She said that you and her go way back.
Serona trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Serona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Huh. Okay, I'll retrieve the relic, or this sounds like a trap. I don't want to think that Lodgok is leading us into a trap here. It does sound like a very dangerous idea with a high chance of failure. But, okay, I'll retrieve the relic.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
Okay. So let's see. I've got some plants, so we'll be able to use those in combat and get a session done. Invisibility potion, Thunderbrew potion. We'll make sure to use that in combat as well. Actually, let's actually go to the room of requirements real quick. We can identify some stuff. We can harvest some more plants, make sure we top off all of our dangerous plants. Maybe get another potion or two from our hopping pots. So we still have a little bit of time. We don't have to end quite yet. So, hey, Deke. Okay, fringed crimson clockwork scarf, poacher coat, fur coat, patchwork sorcerer hat, azure niffler scarf. Oh, and some of these are better.
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Secret Solver's nightwear, Renaissance cap, elf-made ivory gloves. Oh, well, thank you, Deke. So 62, 75. Increased spell damage while concealed by disillusionment. Okay. Oh, nice fur coat. That'll be good in the winter. What's a poacher coat look like? It looks like just a normal leather jacket, I guess. Okay, so we got that. Okay. We can wear some pajamas as well underneath our fur coat. Decreased damage taken from goblins. Alright. Neckwear. Crimson clockwork scarf. Oh, that's kind of fun. It's not our best defense, though, so we might just make that a cosmetic change. Okay, Imperio target does extra damage, so well, we're not really going to be using Imperio, but that's our best defenses there. But let's go ahead and now, there we go. Give it our clockwork. Extraordinary crimson scarf with fringe at the ends, patterned with intriguing clockwork designs. Okay. Again, this game's given us a lot of stuff that causes our Imperio target to do more damage. It really wants us to use Imperio, I guess. Again, that's Renaissance cap. So still using the same glasses. And okay, we'll keep our dark arts dueling gloves. Alright, no need to even apply any cosmetics over that. That is the perfect look. What new wand handles do we have? A blue basket weave. Celestial light gray. I kind of like that. Oh, wait a second. Didn't we get a new upgrade for our broom? Maybe we didn't get the upgrade. Oh, that's right. We tested the second upgrade, but he said he'd contact us when he was ready. I guess after our feedback, he had a few adjustments to make or something. So okay. So let's collect stuff. We can collect moonstone. Invisibility potion. We can't have any more Wiggenweld potions, actually. Felix Felicis. Let's go ahead and make some more Felix Felicis. So. Nope. Okay, can't. I think we're full on mandrakes. Mallow sweet leaves. Okay, chomping cabbages we want some more of. I think we're full on venomous tentacula. Okay, and there's fluxweed. Shrivel fig. And dittany. Okay, so I saw something pop up about Professor Garlick's task. Did this count as doing that? Okay, that did count as growing and harvesting fluxweed, so now we just need to use all 3 combat plants simultaneously. Use an invisibility potion and acquire and use a thunderbrew potion against enemies. Okay, so let's... Okay, it's in the... Okay, I think that's the graveyard area right outside of Hogsmeade, so... Do I have 2 feathers in my hat? 3 feathers, okay. Very fancy hat. Okay, we only need 2 more Daedalian keys. And we need 5 more demiguises. So, okay. Is it almost nighttime? Because if so, I might stick around just a little bit to see if we can get a couple demiguises before meeting up with Logduck. Logduck? Yeah, Lodgok. Okay, other way around.
Revelio.
Okay, level 2. It's flat out locked. Okay. Ah, here we go. Here's level 1 lock.
Hello, Homora.
There we go.
Revelio. Fine now, demiguise.
Oh. Is there demiguise in here? Diamond weave robes. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's not quite nighttime yet, so... Okay, but there's 3 demiguises as soon as it turns night.
Revelio. Accio.
Oh, come on, be nighttime. Look how dark it is. It's clearly night.
Revelio.
How is it not nighttime yet? Look, everybody has lights turned on, there's stars out, there's no sun. Very bright moon, looks like. Okay, if it's still not available, we'll run over to the... Okay, let's run over to the 3 broomsticks and the hogshead. I think by the time we get there and back, it'll certainly be nighttime. I mean, hopefully it'll be night by the time we get to either one of those, since it needs to be for us to do anything there. Okay, 3 broomsticks. Okay, I think is this way. Was that a... Okay, no, that was an owl flying over, not a page. Okay, yep, there's the giant barrels. So, okay, this is 3 broomsticks.
Oh, please.
No, I haven't yet. And yes, I know this time I was actually gone long enough to get to the castle and back, but... Okay. Knock knock, anybody using this room? No, okay.
Lumos.
Why can I not pick up these demiguises? What am I missing?
Accio.
I don't think
Lumos.
we had to like cast a spell on them or anything, did we? I mean, it must just be that it's not considered fully night yet, despite the fact that it's kind of dark and everybody's
You have an answer for me about
closing up.
The young today aren't willing to put in the work.
Or maybe it's because I was already here during the day. Maybe I need to like reload the area now that it's nighttime. Let's head over to the Hog's Head, see if wait, where is the Hog's Head?
Not enough reflection.
I am getting all turned around here. Okay, yeah, I've come completely the wrong way. Hogshead. Here's the river here, right? Yeah. Okay, Hogshead's down this way. Okay, it's now getting foggy. Does this count as night when it's dark and foggy? You're... Okay, one last thing to try. Let's try fast travel. See if it has something to do with... Because I'm pretty sure this has to be considered nighttime, right? Like, it has to be the right time for it. The only thing I can think of is because we visited initially during the day, maybe they're still loaded in their day form and like haven't. But I thought we'd been around some that like as it transitioned from day to night, and yeah, there's...
Levioso. Accio. Confringo. Repulso.
Okay, that's not working. So, okay, well, I am a bit at a loss as to why that's not working, but at least we know where to find them. Hopefully, like when maybe next week we'll be able to find come back to those locations and maybe they'll be working once we reload the game or something. Or maybe there's something I missed. Maybe it's actually not night. Maybe it's just the storm and the fog are throwing me off and it's still considered daytime or something. There's not, as far as I can tell, there's no like we don't have anything that tells us, hey, this is the time in game or anything like that. I was also gonna see... Completed some challenges, didn't we? So we got like all the pages that are in Hogwarts. Oh, we got a tailored tailcoat. That's good. Oh, there's only 2 more field guide pages in Hogsmeade. That's good. Hogwarts Regalia Robe. Nice. And then we have a lot more pages out in the Highlands. We still haven't gotten any 0% on the Room of Requirement. So, okay, let's go see what this is all about, and we'll see if still have a few minutes. We can get started on some stuff.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtgott. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
Well, I appreciate that. I think a big part of it is from the outset, at least acknowledging that there are differences in these views and recognizing them. That can go a long way towards trying to come to an understanding before it gets to be a problem, rather than afterwards. There's a bunch of enemies over here. Excuse me a moment. I'm going to see if I can... Okay. So, hey guys. Let's see. I want that. Want that. Okay, does that... I had all 3... out. Did that count? Okay, good. It did. So now, let's see. I also need... Are they... Oh, they're already dead, so... Okay. Won't waste a Thunder Brew potion. We could do an invisibility potion. Because that didn't need to be in combat. Okay. We will take the Ashwinder eggs so that poachers can't get them. Okay. Sorry, Lodgok, we're just working on some homework there. Wanted to make sure I finished it while I had the chance. Oh, there's another enemy over here. Okay, I can use some Thunder Brew potion here. Damage a frozen enemy. Okay, so we can do that as well.
Place it.
There we go. Oh. Yeah, you might not want to get too close for a few seconds. Okay, Merlin Trial. Don't really have time for that at the moment. These are just normal sheep. They're not like magical flying lightning spitting sheep or anything. So, okay. I think we'll have time to at least get to the tomb, and then we'll call it a night, probably. Do we talk to Lodgok and see what he has to say? That's interesting. This isn't the cemetery right outside of Hogsmeade. It's pretty close to Hogsmeade.
And there it is. The witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
Collector's Cave. Okay, we have a rock with some swirls on it and these like copper plates in them. Okay, somebody's been keeping candles lit here. Yeah, this seems way older than the cemetery outside of Hogsmeade. This seems like this is an ancient place.
Yes.
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
Why is this helmet valuable?
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The helmet of Urtkot is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else, a symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
Do you know why he's working with Rookwood? I'm guessing you're going to just tell me, like, yeah, we'll discuss that after you get the helmet, but...
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
Yeah, personally, from my part, I don't see there's any reason why it shouldn't be. I don't have any particular reason to... I don't think we've really hidden from him anything that we've wanted from him. Like we were pretty upfront with, what we were after, why we were wanting it from him. And so far, he's been pretty open with us, as far as I can tell, of like, hey, there's this really powerful, or really important, at least, goblin artifact that I'd like back. Doesn't seem like we're either one of us is being deceptive. Well, I guess we'll see how it plays out. But any idea what I might encounter in the tomb?
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a dark witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the dark protectors, known as inferior.
Yeah.
The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and most effectively fire.
Okay. I guess I'm ready.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck.
Thank you.
I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
Okay, this seems like a pretty good place to stop for the night. So, next week, it should be available on Monday and Friday. So next Friday, we should hopefully be able to delve into the Collector's Cave and see if we can find this helmet. Maybe we'll look a little bit more at these stone carvings and whatnot. That I'm trying to think. I don't know much. I don't know much about like the different eras in like the British Isles and stuff. Is this like a Celtic design? The work on the stone there definitely makes me think Celtic, and I know I've seen stone statues similar to these in pictures and stuff. I don't know if that's the Celts or Picts or one of the other groups that were on the British Isles. But yeah, be very interested to see when we delve inside, like just how old is this place? Interestingly, like how old was the witch buried in here? Is this like a family tomb that was like she died relatively recently, or like 100 years ago or something, and was just buried in this old tomb that had been in the family for years, or was she from this time period? And this helmet's been lost to the goblins for 1,000 years or more, and they still tell stories about it and know where it is and just can't access it. We'll see if we can answer any of those questions next week. So with that, thank you for coming. Have a good week, and I will see you next time. Bye.